ठीक है? So first I'll write it on screen. Write down the 5 rules of getting results. Okay, put the title 5 rules of getting results. And simple, we'll not write big statements, we'll just write the points. Write down first 5 rules of getting results. Write it on paper. Big heading. Okay, underline it nice and bold. Okay, write down the first rule there. And the first rule is 5-second rule. Write it down. 5-second rule. अच्छा bold and बड़े में लिखो. Why? Because you are going to keep this paper with you always. ये paper will be stuck. So don't mess it up इधर उधर. थोड़ा अच्छा cleanly लिखो so that it's readable, nice and long. Okay. So first, write down 5-second rule. Okay. Second, write down 80-20 principle. Everybody. Second, 80-20 principle. These are things applicable for day-to-day decision making. Okay, 80-20 principle. Third, okay, touch it once technique. Touch it once technique. Okay. Fourth, yes, the first one, 5-second rule is from Mel Robbins. Yes, Aishwarya is saying it in chat. So very good, very good. Exploring, knowing things, that's required. Okay. Next, eat the frog first. Yeah, somebody say, yeah, eat the frog first kiska hai? Anybody who can collect this? Eat the frog first. Yeah, Brian Tracy. Very good, very good. Nice. So there are multiple people who knows it. Nice. Eat the frog first. Eat the frog first. And the fifth one, okay, urgent versus important. Okay, just write down fifth one. Urgent versus important. Okay, now chalo. Let's focus. Simple 5 rules. But if you really understand all these and live your life based upon this, okay, you will start getting massive results in the day-to-day activities that you're doing. All the tasks which you're planning in the day, ki ye karna hai, wo karna hai, you will be able to get that done. Okay. Next, all the distraction and lack of focus problems that people get, that is also going to be eliminated. But again, the thing is, these ideas have to become your way of living. Okay, and that is a big deal. Okay, it doesn't happen just by itself. Mehnat karni padti hai. You have to put efforts for that. Now, chalo, ek ek karke let's understand it. Okay, guys, first one. The first one is 5-second rule. Okay, देखो guys, this can be applied for any activity that you perform during the day. Okay, देखो क्या होता है, if you want to do some task, okay, this rule says as soon as you get the first thought, okay, I should do this, the rule says immediately count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and as soon as 1 hits, just go and do it. Okay, doesn't matter what that task is, but whenever for the first time you get a thought in the mind, okay, I should do this, immediately act in the next 5 seconds. Okay, Why? Because now there is brain science behind it, psychology behind it. Okay, if you don't act immediately in that 5 seconds, if you take more than that, automatically you will not be taking actions. You will then feel procrastinated or pushing it away, kind of. So you have to act immediately. Now this applies for anything that you're doing during the day. If let's say you want to, like, Abhi, now you have completed one task, now you took some break, and now you get a thought, or I have to now start on the other thought, as other task. As soon as you get that thought, I should work on the other task, immediately do a countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up and get to the second task. Because if you don't do it immediately, the mind will now give more ideas. Arey, abhi to ek kar liya na, you have already done one, now relax for some time, let's watch some social media. This negative thought patterns will start running in your mind, which will pull you away from that proper thought process. Okay? So this has to be a very strong thing. As soon as you realize any thought, first time it comes in the mind, do a countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as soon as 1 hits, you just act on it. And you will find that a lot of things in your life will start happening properly. You will not procrastinate, you will not delay things, and you will start taking actions immediately. And even during the work or in the companies, if you're in meeting, you want to speak something, okay, if you have a valid point, immediately do a countdown and speak. Because I have seen many people, they have very good ideas, but they don't share because of hesitation. And the thing is, it comes that I should speak, but the time passes by and then they don't speak about it. Okay? And this happens many times for many people. So now that is the 5-second rule. Anytime during the day, if you get the first thought, I should do something, if it is value add action, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just act on it. Okay, this is what simple rule. Okay? But point is, right from tomorrow, start applying it. Don't take too much time, because then the brain will give negative thoughts why you should not do that action. And even though if it is good for you, your brain will pull you back. That is the simple 5-second rule. Count down and act. There is a full book written on this 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. Usko पढ़ लो, बहुत examples detail में, but the core is this: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just act on that. Okay, and you can get massive results done. So that is the first one. So from tomorrow, whenever you get a thought, action is the thing. Okay. Now the second one, 80-20 principle. Now this is very important for getting results. Okay. Because many people in life will be like, I am so much hardworking, I put so many efforts, why don't I get results? Okay, I'm doing all the hard work, this, that. Now you guys might be like, I planned so many tasks to be done, and I'm planning my week, I'm doing every single day, I'm reviewing, I'm getting the things done, but why the results are not coming to me? Right? That is because something is still wrong, and which you will understand based upon this 80-20 rule. Okay, simple a rule. What the rule says is, out of all the activities which needs to be done for achieving some result, thoda samjho, if you want a goal of getting a job or career success of whatever, out of all the activities which will help you to get towards your goal, the rule says there are 20% of these activities which will give you maximum progress towards your goal. Okay, that means out of all 100% techniques, only 20% techniques will be so powerful that if you only do that, you will get 80% of the result. And maybe the rest of the work you might not even have to do. This is 80-20 principle. And just imagine if there is this 80-20 bracket, and if you put all your energy on the remaining 80% of the task, which are not going to give you that faster results, you will work as hard as you can, but the out result will not be there. This is also called as Pareto principle, 80-20 principle. Okay, so now, understood? Just blindly accept it, guys. These are proven rules in the world. This is how the laws kind of by which governs the people, society, and humanity. Okay, 80-20 principle. So now what you need to do is, you have so many tasks or so many ideas to accomplish your goal. You need to figure out what is that top 20% of your activities which will give you 80% of the results. wo you have to now spend time in understanding. And you have to make sure that maximum time of your day, you're working on that 20% activity with full force. Because if you do that, your remaining tasks will become automatically achievable. Okay. So don't spend time on remaining 80%. Focus on the top 20%. And this is applicable for your projects also. Whenever you are doing work, pick the most complex piece, the core heart of the problem. If you solve that, remaining becomes so much easy. So always, and this is proven based upon results since hundreds of years. The 80-20 principle applies for any industry, any businesses, and in many books you will read about this. And now the time is you have to start applying it to your life. Any decision that you want to make, don't blindly start taking all the actions, everything, whatever comes to your mind. Try to find what is the core 20%, and 20 is less number. If you can find those activities, ke full 100% uspe effort dalo, so automatically you will get maximum 80% result. You will not even have to do the remaining 80% of the work in such case. That's how your life will rocket fast. So guys, understood? 80-20 principle, that is where have this from tomorrow onwards. Whatever is your decisions that you want to make, try to always ask a question. What is the core 20%, the maximum value add activity concept? And put your full efforts to do those activities, results will be good. Guys, are you understanding? Can you type it in chat? So every activity is not of the same value. It will not give you the same results. It might give results, but it might take more time. But there might be some activities, less time, more results. You need to find that out. That's how you will not get burned out. Otherwise, itna effort डाल रहे हो पूरा का पूरा end में hospital में admit हो गया because glucose कम हो गया body से बनने के. Don't do that. Don't torture yourself. Okay, very good. Now, chalo, let's understand the third technique. Okay, the third technique is simple. Touch it once. Okay, what it says, dekho. If there is a task to be done, okay, now one simple approach is take it in one shot itself, fully complete it, finish it. This is what is touch it once technique. Take a task, take it till the closure, finish it, then you move to the next task. And this is one of a rule which you should apply for all the small related tasks. Small could be 30 minutes task, 45 minutes task. Okay, for all these tasks, you try to finish it in one go itself. Now, let's say you have set up a 5 tasks I want to do every single day. Okay, so try to complete the task in one shot. Take it, fully finish it, and then leave it. Then go to the next. Take it, fully finish it, then leave it. Okay, but if your task is, let's say, very big task, in such case, I'll tell you what the problem happens if you don't finish it in one go. You have to do a lot of maintenance. Okay, you took a task, now you completed only 60%. Now still 40% of the work is there. But now you're saying, no, this 40% I will do it, let's say, tomorrow. Now what happens is you move this task for tomorrow. And fir kya hota hai? Tomorrow there might be some other work also lined up for you. And then tomorrow when you go, you have to again plan, oh, I have to complete that 40% work also. And then there will be other activities of the day also. So if you break the task into multiple slots and delay it, the work will keep dragging for a very long time. Okay. Even in your projects, this situation happens. So take a task, and if it is small enough, try to finish it in one go. If it is a very big task, yes, you break it down and move it across multiple days. That's okay. But for all the small tasks, touch it once. Take it, sit at a place, close it fully, move it aside. Then take the next task. And guys, even in Agile, there is something called a Kanban approach. Okay. Usme bhi ek ye hai ki take only, like many people do this thing wrong, ki they have not finished one task and they keep taking new task. Chalo ye bhi karta hu, because now this I'm blocked here on somebody else. Now let me take this also, that also. Nothing but people keep adding new tasks for being done without closing the old task. And then kya ho jata, guys, in your mind now there are 4 items or tasks which needs to be completed and nothing is complete. So that actually adds pressure to your mind. So if you work in this touch in one techniques, your mind will be very peaceful. You take a task, you take it towards closure, finish it, move it aside. then move to the next one. You will have very clear clarity of how much work is done, how much is not done. If you keep breaking it, it adds a lot of mental pressure, torture, maintenance for you. So try that for all the small tasks. Take it in one sitting, finish it, move it fully aside, and say the task is completed. Next, pick a new fresh task, sit on it, take it towards closure. Okay, this is how you have to work, and that is called as touch it one technique. Now, there are always some exception cases. Okay, for example, you have taken a task, but now the task is having dependencies. Okay, for getting the work done, you might have to talk to somebody else, or he's supposed to do something. So whenever this thing happens to me, what I do is I create in my OneNote itself, I create a separate section like waiting on somebody. So, but my actions I fully close. Then I tell that person, I'm waiting on you, please complete this activity. And I move this task into this waiting list. And then I pick up the new task. Okay. And then if there are a lot of items in my waiting list, I don't add a new item. I make sure that your list should first get emptied. All my tasks should get into a complete state, then only I will add a new one. By that way, you will never face mental pressure in the IT industry. You are not taking task after task without completing old. I think this touch it one techniques will give you a lot of peace of mind and clarity of your work. Okay, when you should move to the next task and how much is required to close the previous one. So take it in one shot, finish it. Okay, clear guys? For all small tasks, take it in one sitting, finish it, then pick the next one. If it is not possible to do it, maybe park it aside, then get the whatever like dependencies resolved and then continue on that. But don't keep adding item by item by item without finishing the old work. That's not going to be good for your mental health also. Okay? Put it in chat if you are able to relate with this. Touch it once. And एक mind को भी clarity रहता है guys कि I have to finish this, then only I have to move to the next task. Now this is amazing technique. Now let me tell you this. I was reading about this Earl Nightingale. Okay, some business consultant gave this idea to a business owner. Okay, क्या बोला उसने कि how do I get productive results? He simply said this, and guys, I think you can apply this thing to yourself as well because we are doing task-based work. He said in the morning, decide how many tasks you want to do. So you guys are already deciding since past 2-3 days, we are doing it daily. You know how many tasks are supposed to be done that day. Okay. Now what the technique he said is arrange these tasks in a priority, most important to least important. And he said, simply take the first task from this list and do it as long as it takes till the time you finish this task. And once it is fully done, then only move to the second task. And once the second is done, then only move to the next task. Now, let's say you planned 5 items, but all throughout the day you were working very hard, you were able to do only 3. It is still fine because these 3 were the most important tasks, and remaining 2, then you can move it for tomorrow. Okay. So because at any given point of time, you are engaging with your 24 hours for the task which really matters. So again, touch it one technique aa raha hai, and that person said, that business owner, he said ki they were able to make $1 million business with this simple idea, and he trained this idea to all of his employees as well. So it's very powerful. Plan your task, arrange it in a proper priority. Now take the first task, do it till the time you complete. Once it is completed, move it aside, then pick the second task, and whatever you can do by the end of the day, do that. Remaining everything gets moved to the next day, and be satisfied with that. Don't feel frustrated because maybe you did not estimate the work properly. That is where you added 5. Otherwise, you might have added only 3 tasks only. So planning and estimation mein gadbad hui hai, not in your execution. You're trying to do your best that you can. So this is how it is. Okay? So understand, powerful systems of getting hardcore results. Chalo, now next one. Okay? Eat the frog first. Okay? So घर में कोई वेजिटेरियन है क्या? गर्मा गर्म फ्रॉग खाएंगे अभी. अच्छा, कृष्णा ही वेजिटेरियन है. ओके, ये फ्रॉग नहीं है, ये कर्ड है. ओके, या. सो eat the frog first technique. देखो, this is really amazing. अच्छा, महेश is vegetarian है. ओके, हाय महेश. तो महेश के लिए अपन कुछ सैलेड देते हैं, जो कड़वा वाला सैलेड, तो ईट दैट बिटर सैलेड फर्स्ट. ओके. Now guys, देखो, this is really simple and it is going against human psychology. That is where it becomes hard. Okay. Generally देखो, human psychology is कि whatever thing is more painful to you, you try to avoid it. Whatever makes you more uncomfortable, you try to get away from that. That is a natural human psychology. Okay, we try to go to things which are really comfortable for us, and what makes us uncomfortable, we go away from that. And this we apply for every aspect of our life. You will make those friends with which you are really very comfortable. Those who makes uncomfortable to you, you will not be even talking or connecting with them. Similarly, you will do those tasks which really make you very comfortable. You will not do those tasks which feels uncomfortable to you. That's a human nature. Eat the frog first क्या बोलता है कि if you know that you have to anyways do that uncomfortable task, मतलब it's not optional. Okay, मतलब you know deep down के वो करना ही है. You have to do it at any task. Point is, human psychology will come like this. Oh, it is an uncomfortable task, so let me not do it right now. I will do it later. I will do it later. And you will try to go away. But you have to mandatorily finish this incomplete task. Eat the frog first technique says, try to complete this. If you know that you have to do it, don't keep delaying it. Rather, try to finish it early. Eat the frog first. It is if you know that you have to eat the frog, even if you don't like it, even if it is very bad, but if you know that you have to be doing it anyways, then try to do it first. Eat the frog first. Why? Because the point is, first you already know that you have to do the work. So there is no escape for that. You have to do it. The point is, the more you delay it, it keeps running in your mind. Oh, I have to do that. I have to do that. I have to do that. And it is uncomfortable, thus it will bother you when you're doing some other work. Okay. It will bother you when you're doing some other work. For example, let's say communication wise, if you have hesitation, okay, what will, if I speak in front of other people, what will they think? Okay. But the thing is, okay, only when you speak with other people, then only you will get confidence to speak. So this is an uncomfortable situation. Many people will naturally try to delay it. नहीं कल बात कर लेंगे, कल करेंगे, we'll do it tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. The point is, but still in your mind, that thought will be there, but I have to do that. And then that makes you feel uncomfortable even when the other task you're doing is happening. Okay? So eat the frog first technique simply says, whatever task is uncomfortable, but you know that you have to do it, don't drag it, because if you drag for 1 week, you will not have mental peace, because that thought will keep bothering you. To finish it on the day one itself, so that remaining 6 days becomes easy for you. Because the work is already done, remaining 6 days, now you are free for doing whatever you want. That is eating the frog first. So know it, write it down, eat the frog first, keep it on your paper, and next time onwards, make the decision. If you know that something is uncomfortable but needs to be done, don't keep dragging it, do it early. You will find a lot of joy will come and mental peace will come in your life. Okay? So guys, understood? Eat the frog first, put it in chat if you understood it. Chalo, chalo, chalo. Dalo, ek confirmation dalte chalo. Okay, very good. Aishwarya, Krishna, Akhila, Sachin, Subhojit. Okay, very good. Now, the last one. Okay. Urgent versus important. Okay. There again, it comes down to the same thing. People will be like, but from morning till evening, I am working, still not getting result. Okay. The simple question is, what if you are working on non-important items? No matter how much hard you work, but if you're working on non-important items, it is not going to give value to your life. You might tell the world that I'm a very hardworking person, I'm a very dedicated person, but you are doing something which is not even supposed to be done. It's full waste of your time, efforts, energy. So you need to get this very important clarity कि भाई, what work, what tasks are important for you in your life versus urgent for you. Sometimes what will happen is, urgent task, it becomes a burning situation. Okay, something has to be done today only. So then what happens is when you get to that urgent, okay, it has to be done today only, you feel, hey, that's the most important thing in my life. But you need to understand it might not be that valuable at all for you. For example, thoda samjho mere sath. For example, right now, the important thing for you is, let's say, getting a job or career success, which is not today, tomorrow. It is going to be a strategizing, planning, execution, and it will take some time to get there. Okay. But kya hota rahega, guys? You need to understand that's your primary, that's the important thing in your life. But throughout the day, lot of other nonsense is going to come. For example, all of a sudden today morning, let's say your mother will say कि घर में गैस का सिलेंडर खत्म हो गया है, go to the market and कुछ भी करके गैस का सिलेंडर अरेंज करना पड़ेगा, right? Because it is urgent. But gas ka cylinder is not as important as your job getting right now. It is required right now. So what you will do is you will forget about your goal of getting your job and you will move out to a gas cylinder because now urgent has become important for you. But you need to understand it is not yet important. It is only urgent task. Okay. Similarly, let's say your mobile recharge or gaadi mein petrol khatam ho gaya and all that thing. These are minor things which are only urgent. These are not the essential and important things of your life. But many people in life will be so much in problems because all throughout the day, they are busy just in firefighting mode, working on these urgent items and thinking, oh, I have to do so many things in my life. I don't have time for anything. It is because you're not able to plan your work and activities properly. If you can plan your life a bit smoothly, everything is going to be very amazing. Okay, and how it is with this urgent versus important. There is a very nice matrix table available, okay, how to make decisions for important and urgent items. So let me share the screen and show it to you. Urgent versus important matrix. All these are already existing proofs in the world. We just have to understand it and apply it, guys. Okay. Let's say I'm sharing the screen. So just from today onwards, whenever a task comes to you, what is important, what is urgent, start making the decisions like this, because not every urgent item is worth getting your time, because it will keep you away from the things which really matter. And you will be like, Meri life mein, why am I not able to do things? Because you never planned, okay, the life properly. That's where the life is messed up. Okay, simple rules, guys. It is a 2x2 matrix. Okay, one side importance is there, another side urgency is there. Okay, if you just understand, this quadrant means high, it's very important, very urgent task will come here. It is important and urgent, that task come here. Next, here it is very urgent, matlab it has to be done, but it is lower importance. Okay, here it is ki more important, less urgent, and here it is low important, low urgent. So it's a simple matrix ki how exactly your life should be. Okay, and any task that you have to be done, whether in your personal life or professional life, try to put it into any one of this box. And this box may, there is a technique of how to handle that work. Okay, simple. If it is not urgent and not important, it is saying don't do it. Don't even spend 1 minute trying to put any thought also in that. If it is not important in your life and it is not urgent, never ever try to do it. Discard it completely. Important bhi nahi, urgent bhi nahi, why bother? Okay. Next, if the task goes like it is low important, okay, but very urgent, it has to be done. Lower importance, but it has to be done. Okay. It says, try to see, can you delegate it to somebody or can you automate it? Thoda socho, I'll give you an example. Let's say doing a mobile recharge. Okay. If you have taken a monthly pack and you have to keep recharging every month, if that is your lifestyle, it becomes urgent, because if the date is gone, calls band ho jayenge, it becomes urgent. But the point, it is not that important. Your important part is getting job. Everything else does not matter right now for you. But the point is, it will become burning situation because you are not handling it. Now, what it is saying, for all these tasks which might become urgent, but they are not that important for you, see, can you delegate it or can you automate it? Automate as in apps के अंदर feature रहेंगे, you put a monthly, enable it कि automatically whenever first of every month comes, the recharge should happen by itself. Okay, or instead of taking a monthly plan, take a 1 yearly plan, because anyways लेना तो है ही. Okay, next, instead of always filling up 100 rupees ka petrol or diesel, try to always do a full tank, because it is your vehicle, you will only use it. एक बार कर लोगे, it might run for full 1 week. You don't have to go to petrol pump up and down multiple times. These are things which life can become really simple about. Next, if it is about monthly ordering groceries or something, shopping and all, सब कुछ वहां पे भी automated है. In all the apps of today, you can just set up everything and say every first of month, just post this order, get the things for me. The point is, that's what is, can you automate your life for not spending time on things which are not important? So yes, food is important. You need to have groceries, you need to have petrol, you need to have all this. But the thing is, it is less important compared to your life mission right now. But people will get so much busy in these things only, and they will be like, I have to do this also, I have to do that also. My life has become hell. And that is a problem. Okay, so fine, that is how, if it is here more urgent but less important, try to automate it so that it can take care, or try to delegate it कि भाई थोड़े अपने भाई को बोल दे कि भाई जा मेरा रिचार्ज करवा के ला छोटे भाई को, right? This is how you can handle it. Okay, now the thing is, now important वाला handle करते हैं. देखो, if it is something which is urgent and important, then you have to do it anyways. There is no escape for that. If something is really urgent and something is really important, karna padega. Okay, and now this is where it is interesting. You need to understand. There was one very big, accomplished business owner. He said this statement is very strong. Okay, valuable. He said this, and I just memorized it. Okay, he said ki, my urgent task never becomes important, and my important task never becomes urgent. Okay, thoda socho. My urgent task is never important, and my important task never become urgent. What does this mean? Okay, if something is important in your life, thoda socho. If something is really important in your life, so you are already thinking about it, ke, hey, I have to do that important thing maybe in 1 week from now, because you know that is important, so it is already there in your mind. So what that business owner used to say, ke, things which are important, I already plan it in such a manner that it never becomes an urgent situation for me. So when you look at it ahead, ke, oh, I have 7 days to finish it, he will do something, and before the 7 day itself, the work will be done. And if he has not handled it, so his important task will never become urgent. Ke, deadline is today and today it has to be finished. Why? Because he will always finish it before the deadline comes. That's what he says. My important work never becomes urgent because I always close it beforehand itself. And urgent work is never important for me. Okay, because important ta kaam to kabhi he has never left it out. So now the point is, for you guys to get maximum results out of your life, you should always be thinking about things which are important but not right now urgent, and you have to spend maximum time of your life in this section. Important things, always work on important things in your life, but not, it should not be urgent. Urgent matlab burning ho jayega, and that will be a problem for you. So that means think ahead in future, always next 1 week or 2 weeks ahead, and whatever important work needs to be done by in the next 1-2 weeks, plan it and close it before it becomes urgent and deadline oriented. By that way, you will always meet all your life goals properly, because you have already planned and executed, and all these other small urgencies will come that will not be that bigger items for you. So first, nothing will happen here. Why? Because you never allow your important to become urgent. Nothing will come in this bracket. It might come here where you automate or delegate. Otherwise, you're always spending time on this bracket. Understand this, and full life will become so much peaceful for you. Okay. Now, how many of you understood here thoda sa? Because these are day-to-day actions, guys. Okay, can you just put it in chat? Nice. Krishna, Aishwarya, Vishnu, Subhojit. ठीक है, तो अगर थोड़ा सा confusion है guys, still read a bit more about it, but just understand, all throughout your life you should work on important items, and you have to see the important items ki next 1 week mein what is important for you, and already plan it and try to close it before it becomes burning problem. For example, simple bolta hu, let's say you have to do weekly 8 hours of project work. Okay, so you have to plan ki in the first half of the week itself, how can you complete 5 hours or 6 hours? Now that is important work, but if you keep delaying in the beginning, it will all pile up and it will become urgent, and a point might come, you might miss your Monday to Friday, and Saturday ko ek din mein 8 ghanta karna, you will not be able to do that as well. So things which are important, plan it up ahead, finish it in early, maybe by Thursday itself 8 hours will be done, remaining 3 days you enjoy life properly. Now that is decision making. Okay, fine. So guys, apply. These are gem rules, and if you apply this, let me guarantee you, if you live your life like this, you will never meet pressure, tension, worries. Always mind will be peaceful. You will be more happy, more satisfied, able to accomplish all the results of your life just with these simple 5 rules. So stick this on the wall and life is going to get amazing.